Hey, folks. Good morning. Uh, so I've been busy doing other stuff. Uh, I haven't really posted much lately, and that's because we've been trying to decide on what's next. And the wife and I talked about it. Um I don't want to sound like I'm downing on other folks. Everybody chooses the path they choose. But something I've seen a lot of is people buy a bus, fix up the inside, take it on its maiden voyage, and boom, they spend three or four or $5,000 on repairs and towing. I'm not. I don't want to do that. Um, we're gonna kind of pause the interior build. Uh, Now we bought a good bus. I don't want to say it's got low miles, but it's you know 227,000 miles is not a lot for a bus. Um, we've got a great strong engine. It drove all the way home from Lexington, Kentucky. Uh, doesn't really. There's nothing that needs to be fixed, but I want to upgrade some things. Um, Obviously, the basics: oil change, oil filter, fuel filter, air filter, radiator flush and fill, all that. That's basic maintenance. But I want to go through the mechanicals of this bus from intake to exhaust pipe. I want to make sure that the engine's running not good, but great. I want to make sure that the air system on this bus is fully functional and in prime condition. I don't ever want to have an issue with the air system in this bus causing me any trouble. So that means I'm going to go through it from compressor to seat cushion. Um, it's you know it powers the brakes. Enough said. I want to make sure that the brake parts themselves are in good shape, ready for any kind of downhill adventure that comes upon us. Um, the suspension system, it's also air controlled, but it's a lot of rubber parts, airbags, seals, etc. That kind of stuff. So here it is, the end of October, and here in Georgia, we're not, we don't have rough winters. We don't do months of snow. We don't do that kind of thing. Basically, just gets a little dreary, cloudy, and rainy for several months. But it can be, we've seen 0 degrees. Um, that's rare, but I'm living in the bus, and you see right here, I've already taken down one of the ceiling panels. Um, I don't want to strip all the insulation out of this bus at the beginning of winter. Uh, Not if I'm going to be sleeping in it. Uh, so, what we have decided is that I'm going to work on some electrical work. I got a lot of excess wiring that needs to get removed. Um, I'm going to get the engine running great. I'm going to get the brakes braking great, and going to make sure that my fuel tank's in good shape. Definitely going to get a new one. Uh, going to make sure that my air tanks are good and all the air lines are in good condition and ready for, a long distance trip. Basically going to get the mechanicals of the bus in tip top shape before we worry about any further construction inside. Destruction. Look, we're not in a rush. We don't have any time frame on building out this bus. My wife is actually not in a position to where we can travel much right now, and that's going to be the way it's going to be for a little bit. That's a story for another video. But at the moment, we're not really going on any long trips. Weekenders, maybe 4 days, that kind of stuff is what we're going to be looking at for the next year or two, at least. So we're not concerned about hurrying up to build out the inside and get it all livable. And no, we're going to turn this bus into something that we can really count on in every situation. We got a DT 466 engine. We got an Allison 2000 transmission. The tires are in decent shape. I'd ride them for a little bit longer. They're getting a little long in the tooth, but aren't we all? Anyway, so that's kind of the update. Here I am, living in the bus. Mr. Heater, little buddy heater. Yeah, buddy. That's been the good ticket. And kind of moved in, got my hats, got the cat. Basically got a little living space. So that's where we're at. We're gonna put a halt for the next month or 2 or 3. I don't know. We'll see how it plays out. Like I said, we're not in a hurry. We have the time and the opportunity to really build something that we can call home. So that's what we're going to do. So the next group of videos is probably going to be a lot more of me crawling under the bus and wrenching on the engine. So stay tuned for that. Anyway, y'all have a great day. Enjoy your buses. Build them the way you want. Home's where you park it. And let's hope that your home doesn't break down on the side of the road. Anyway, keep it between the ditches, y'all. Have a good afternoon. And we'll see you soon. All right.